Welcome back, everyone. In this lecture, we're going to see how C and Python can design the same thing using the differences between their syntaxes. This video is not meant for the beginners, so just follow this video if you know C or Python and you want to learn the another language. Okay, here my intention is not to compare C with Python because both are different types of language. One is worked on the low level, another have very vast collection of libraries. Okay, high level, more user friendly. But this video is designed for the specifically BTech students, those have start learning C, they have finished in one semester and now they want to learn Python in another semester. Or mostly now in India, universities are introduce Python in the very first sem, and in the second or third sem they are now come up with the C programming language. So this video is specifically designed for them. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let us just move with that content. Okay, so what we're going to first see, we're going to first see declaration part. So let's see declaration. Okay, so how to do. So I'm using here a split screen mechanism. In one of the left side it will be my Python file, and in the right side I'll have the C file. I'll write in both the screen together and execute so that you can see the syntactical difference, right? Okay, so first of all, suppose I want to declare something. I want to declare a variable. Okay, so declaring, how to do the commenting here. Okay, this way. Okay, declaration. So if I want to do declaration, I simply take a variable name var, and what type of value you want to assign, it is up to you. So I've done the declaration part. But same thing if you want to achieve in C programming, we need to come up with few things. We need to go with the main method. Okay, and inside the main method, we first come up with the data type. So in line number 3 here, I have declared an integer, right? So to get the same thing, how we can do, we need to come up with the data type, int as a keyword, and then name of the identifier, and then we can assign the value. I hope you got it clear. Okay, so this is the way C here, and also we normally write this is as a last statement in the C programming, right? So you just execute the file, no error. Here also you just execute the file, no error. Fine. So this is we've done the declaration first thing. So in the description of the video you'll find the link of both of this file. Okay, so declaration, I hope it is clear. So move further in the declaration part. In Python we can also do this thing. Okay, can we do this? If I write a comma b equal to 3, okay, and suppose now it's if I want to print, so in Python we are using print. Okay, and if I just want to print their values, so let us see how we can get. See, there are some unpacking issue, because in the left hand side we have multiple identifier, and in the right hand side only one. So unpacking issue, you can assign yes one more. Now print, we get the correct output. So can I do the same stuff here? So let us try a comma b. What will happen if I just assign 3? Okay, and let me just print. So to print in C programming, we'll use printf, and we need to use format specifiers. Okay, so percentage d is the format specifier in C programming that we use to print a value. So let us try this. Okay, see, for again printf is a library function in C programming, so we need to use some header file. In Python we called it library. Okay, so stdio.h, right, run. Now let us see what is happening here. There is a comma operator in the C program at line number 6. So the value 3 that you have taken, it is assigned to B, but for the A it comes with garbage or 0 value. So what if I deliver one more value here? Now see, not allowed. You cannot do this thing in C programming. Okay, remember here this thing is called unpacking and unpacking concept. Okay, in Python, unpacking. I hope you know this. Okay, just access the internet and see what do you mean by unpacking. Here, this thing is called what? Unpacking. Unpacking means in the right hand side how many values you have provided, two values. In the left hand side we also need two identified here. So three will be assigned to A and 4 will be assigned to B, but here no such mechanism available in C programming. Okay, so here what we need to do, we can assign maximum only one, so we never do this thing. So this thing we are discouraging in C programming, not allowed. Okay, because this is the declaration part. So okay, you cannot have this kind of syntax. Okay, so what is the better approach if you want to do this stuff here? What we can do, just 1 minute, 1 minute, just, yeah. So what we can do here, you just have to declare A. Okay, here you can just declare, yes, I have declared them together. Now assign the value. If you want to assign the same value, you can do this. So I have assigned the same value here. Now see, it works. If you want to assign different value, so let us try again with the different value. Now in that case it will work. Now see, it works. Okay, so see, in one side, in one line statement is fine. In other language we need to divide this particular statement into two different lines. So I hope it is clear. For first main difference here, in Python we no need to specify the data type. You just have a variable name and assign the value. But in C programming we have to come up with the data type based on the value that you want to assign. If you want to assign multiple values in Python, it is very easy. Just follow the common syntax. What is the common syntax? See the line number 4. You can use comma separated identifier name and one assignment operator and then comma separated values. Number of values should be equal to the number of identifier that we have provided in the left hand side of the assignment operator. So this concept is Python achieved through unpacking. Okay, unpacking means assigning the values, okay, equal number of values in the right hand side and equal number of identifier in the left hand side. But C doesn't support this concept. Then C says that if you want to have multiple initialization together, first complete the declaration part. Okay, so here A and B both declared as an integer, and then you can either assign them the value individually, right? Okay, you can assign them the value individually one by one. Okay, you can use end of statement semicolon, and later also you can use in the second line b equal to 3. Okay, so most important point here, see carefully. Python doesn't require a semicolon. Okay, Python doesn't require semicolon, but C programming all the statements requires a semicolon, must be end within semicolon. So if you want to combine these two initialization together, you just use a comma as a separator between them, and if you just run it, you'll get the correct value. Another difference, Python doesn't require a main method to start with, but C programs require a main method to start with, right? This is it. Okay, more further in declaration part, we have integer different types of variations, right? We have binary, we have hexadecimal, we have octal, and the decimal normally we are used. So let me show you how you can use the binary and other stuffs here. So I'm taking a variable now. Let me just have it binary. Bin is a keyword, so I cannot use. So I'm using num, right? Okay. So in binary, sorry, not easy to make a video in two languages together. In binary, okay, so in binary we need to start with the integer literal with the 0b as a prefix, right? And number must be designed with only 1 0 1 and combination of only 1 and zeros. Same approach also followed here. Let me just copy this. Okay, so here it is not hash. For single line command you need to use double slash, double front slash, and similar way we also can assign the binary here. But main, just run it and see any issue. Yeah, because data type is missing. Okay, fine. Now check it here. Now see, there is no issue. Fine. Now next problem will be there, how we can print a binary number. Okay, so before that, let us going with other stuffs also. We can have octal format. Okay, so in octal also we can do. So how to do? So num2, now you can start with 0 as a prefix, and octal number are the comprises of between 0 and 7. Any other digits are not allowed. So num2 are is right now octal. If you can have a hexadecimal, it is also possible. So in hexadecimal you can do this stuff. How? Suppose num3 equal to 0, x is the prefix, and it can be combination of characters up to a to f, upper and lower case both, as well as number from 0 to 9. Okay, do not use semicolon. I am using semicolon here. Just it works, but we no need. Fine. So how to print them? So how to print them? So if I just write here, look at carefully, num2 and num3. See how easy to print in Python. So some issue here. Octal. Yeah, this is the way we should do. What is the issue here? Syntax error, leading zeros and decimal literals are not permitted on. Okay, you need to use 0 and O, right? Yes, now see, we get the values, but we get the values num2 and num3. Let's make it num1. We get the values. Okay, one printf statement can be used to print multiple values, but it did not get in that particular format. Okay, we need to see these values. So in Python they offer one function, respective function for each of them. Okay, and I hope I've written the correct function name. Now you can see whatever the value I have assigned here, line number 7 in the binary, I got it. 0O is the octal prefix number, and 0x is the hexadecimal. You can use uppercase and lowercase. Okay. Now if you want to achieve the same thing here, let me just copy. No, I will not copy. I'll just write it here. Then if you want to in octal, so now num2, here it is 0 is the prefix. Okay, I'm sure that 0 will be the prefix. And now if I want to use an hexadecimal number, num3, we can use the same prefix. Okay, so now question is that how to print. So see, all three are the variant of integer. So if I use %d here, okay, you need to pass all of them one by one. Look at the output, how it comes. Okay, run it. Some issue. Is it also 0 octal? No, I think this is the way we normally do 0. In Billet 8, okay, octal is 0 to 7, that is the case. Yeah, my syntax is correct, fine. But look at here, I did not get the exact number that I have assigned. All the value I get it in the decimal form because I have used %d. In C programming, we don't have any format specifier to print a binary number, because in C point of view, binaries are only used by the machine, so that is not designed any format specifier. Right, so we don't have any special function also. We can design it by building our own logic, or if any libraries exist, we need to check. But directly format specifier for binary is not there. But octal we have used percentage O you can use for octal, and hexadecimal you can use %x. Now run it. Now see, we get the 765 in octal, and we get the correct hexadecimal number 45AA in the hexadecimal number format. Okay, so this is the done of initialization. You can try with the floating point number, you can try other stuffs. And another important part here, in the introduction part, remember Python doesn't have character data type, not present. Okay, not present in Python. Please note down this. Okay, C character data type, but that one is supported by C programming. Okay, because the reason is here why it is not have character represented in single quote, right? And in Python strings are represented in single quote as well as in double quote. We'll see string in this video later. Okay, so that's why they say in Python character is also they can be represented as a string. Okay, so we'll see that time only. So I hope the declaration part is clear, and we have seen little bit about the printf. So now let's see here. Now suppose that few more thing here, just relate to the print and printf statement. Look at the C program. In C program, we always need to do the formatted output. We need to provide format specifiers and number of arguments we need to pass here. If you look at the printf statement, printf function, right? But in Python, here print is in statement here. They come up with no format specifier. Now suppose that somebody wants to format specifier, how somebody can do? Can I print string, or can I just do this stuff here like this? Numbers, numbers, numbers are. So here I come up with you can see string message as well as the numbers. So can I do this thing here? So let us try. Numbers are. Okay, so run it now and check. Yeah, we get it, but can I do along with the format specifier? Can formatting possible in Python? So let's do now. So formatting in print. Okay, print function, how to do? So let's try to first declare a couple of things. I want to print integer as well as float. So for float I am taking suppose CGPA, and it is 8.9, right? So let me just run it. No need the prefix. Yeah, fine. Okay, now how to print? There is an integer, there is a float. Okay, how to print? So let me show you here how to print. You can use formatting concept here many ways. First one, let me show you using the percentage symbol only. So here we just want to print var is integer, right? Okay, so you want a string, you can do numbers are. Okay, and percentage d is the integer, percentage d comma we have percentage f for float as well here. Now here what we need to pass, we need to use a percentage symbol, and in the parenthesis we need to follow the order of the format specifier. So first one is the integer, so you need to pass here var, and second one is float, so you need to pass CGPA here. Okay, run and see. You can see the values we get printed correctly without any issue. Okay, so similar kind of C programming you can also do here. Okay, many other print mechanisms are there. Let me show you another one. We can have a format function also. So numbers are, now I need to print two values, right? So I need to use two placeholders. So these curly brackets are called placeholders, and now here you can use one function format and you can pass the values here, var and CGPA. I hope it is correct. Yeah, now see the third one also correct. Fine. Two ways, three ways we have seen. One, okay, without any formatting. This is one of the formatting like C stuffs you can do, and this is the Python way. And last one, Python have another mechanism for print. You can use app string. Okay, so let me show you how you can do here. Numbers are, so you want to print what value here, var. Okay, and now what you want to print, CGPA. Okay, so this says that just place the variable wherever you want. This is the recent one, and these two technique are the oldest mechanism. As per the Python concept, they says people from C background and C++ they can use this stuff, and for formatting this is the best one now programmers are referred. So here you can see all the stuffs are okay, but here in C programming we have only one stuffs. Okay, I'm not going to discuss the precisions and others. You can search it in the internet how to do that. In for F string also we can do, or you can also write here point to F, run it. So you can see I get up to 2 decimal place, got it. And here if you want a float, so how to declare a float CGPA equal to 8.9. okay, we need to end with a semicolon. And here if I just want to print this var and other stuffs, how we can do printf, just do numbers are percentage d and percentage f we need to do, right? Okay, point to f. So this one is called precision value, right? And here we need to pass var and we have cgpa as well, right? Now run this. So we get the output, but they come in the same line. So another difference in Python and C, remember in C programming, everything programmer need to do. So printf only simply print, it doesn't move the output into the next line. You can use a new line character here. So now you can see output has been shifted into the new line. But on the other side in print, it is also printing and moving the cursor into the next line. So you can see, fine. Okay, got it. Okay, now let's go back here. So we have done with the declaration. Not only declaration, we have also seen another stuff. We have seen formatted output, right? That stuff also we have completed. Now let's move further. Now we're going to deal with input, how to take input. Okay, how to take input. So let's see in both the languages. So let me put everything in comment. Okay, whatever I have finished, this is called formatting in print, right? Okay, so let me just how to do commenting here. So I'm going to make it multi-line comment. For multi-line comment you can use here uh, quotes, triple quotes, single triple quotes, and it must be end with single triple quotes. Just run and see. Fine. Here we need to do the multi-line comment, so we called it block commenting. So now it will be start with slash and asterisk, and it is end with asterisk and slash. Just to run it and see everything okay. Yes, fine. So now what are you going to see now? Part 2, we are going to deal with the input. How to take input. So in Python we have seen that previously we have declared something, right? And then we have used that variable here. Actually when Python says that no need to declare anything, you just need whenever you need, you just go with it. So Python is a fully dynamic nature, but C doesn't have this dynamic nature. It comes by default static nature, and it is a strongly typed language. Python is not a typed language. Everything is Python in class, but here int, float, you see here these are the native data type, and here this var, cgpa, whatever, float or integer, whatever in the back side, they are classes. Okay, so let me just show you one example how to test it. You can print the type. Okay, so let me just going with here. So I'm declaring again var equal to 7. Okay, and now if I just print, you need to use a function type and you need to pass the name of the variable. When I run this, you can see in the console the output is class int. It is not a simple variable. So here this var is an object of a class int type. So we are not going to discuss it here because C doesn't support this. You need to have C++ knowledge, so leave it right now. Just a thing you can do this. So now we can let's see how to come up with the input. I want to take input an integer from the user. How to do that? Let me write the syntax here. I have to take an integer, right? So var equal to input function you need to do, and just give a message, enter a number. Okay, and now let us print it var, and also we're going to print its type. Okay, so just have app string here. Okay, so we need to print here var is type of, here we're going to just see type var. Fine. Okay, run it. So waiting for the input, I give it 3, but I entered 3, so it is saying that 3 is a type of str. But when I just let me just show you, when I write num equal to 3 and then num equal to 3, right? Okay, and then if I just print it, it is num and it is also num, right? And now just if I run it again, 3, now see 1 3, when I give the input it is come as a string, and another 3 when I just assign it line number 25 it comes as an integer. Okay, so careful whatever you're going to, because we are not having format specifier concept, okay, while inputting in Python, everything whatever you input irrespective of the value, int, float, string or any other type, it will be always considered as string. So that's why you can see it is string. So what Python says that whatever you want an integer type now, so you need to typecast it. So call this input statement inside a typecasting function int. Okay, now try 3, we got it. Now both are integer. Okay, just a little bit different thing here. Every time you need to pass the input function inside a specific typecasting function. So for int we are using, remember this, let me write it here. You can just, sorry, not here, here. For int we are using int. For float we need to use float. Okay, and fine, that is the two number type we have. Others a string, that will be okay. Fine, I hope you understand this thing here. We are dealing with input, right? So just make them in comment. Fine, now run it. Will it be okay? Yes, it is fine. Now how to achieve the same thing in C programming? Let me just show you here how you can take the input. So let me declare the variable. First of all, you need to declare. So I'm declaring a variable num, and here we need to use the printf first for the prompt message. So enter a number, and then there will be a separate function that is called scanf. So what type of value you need to take input? Integer. So percentage %d is the format specifier for the integer input, and percentage %f is the float. Okay, so C have many format specifiers. You need to look at them, and not only this, you need to pass the address of the variable. Okay, so we called it here address of operator. Just make a note. This one is what? Address of operator, right? So you need to pass the variable of address of that particular variable, and then if I just want to print it, we'll follow the same concept like we did it earlier. Printf, we just have percentage %d, and if you do the formatting as per your requirement, right? Now run this. So it is waiting for the input. We have just 3, we have done it. Okay, got it. Fine. So this is the way you can dealing with the input. Okay, suppose now you want to take multiple input. How to do that? You can use multiple input one by one. So let me just use, can I do the same scanner statement for multiple input in C programming? We can do, but it is suggested that use individual scanner statement for respective input. So you can mix another input here. Okay, so now suppose you want num, so you can do, I want a float. Okay, so how to do? Float input. Okay, now enter another number, right? Done. So this way you can mix it and you can print it. Here also we can do that stuff. Okay, one thing is important when you mix a character and integer, there will be issue in C programming. So how to do that? Let me just show you. So I am declaring a character variable ch in C. Because Python doesn't have characters, I am going to demonstrate during the string, not now. So now suppose I want to take a character type as input. So let me give a message, enter a character, all right. And now you can do a scanf over here. How to do? Percentage C is the format specifier and ampersand ch you need to pass. So let us try to print it here and let's see I am getting the correct output or not. Run it. So it is waiting for the number. I've given 3. Now see, for character it did not wait, it simply print a blank. So that is the problem in the C programming, but there is a solution also. Okay, don't worry. So how to deal with this? Whenever you are moving from integer to character, whenever you press the enter key after giving the input of integer, that enter will be given as an input to this scanf. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to flush it. So flush, what you can do, we can, in offline compiler you can use this f flush std in offline compiler. GDB doesn't support this. So for GDB we'll use one false function, get char. So get char is a function normally we use to only designed to take input a character, right? So let me show you, instead of scanf here you can use get char ch. Okay, now run and see. So 3, and now see it is waiting. Okay, we get the correct output. Okay, so I'll executing everything very fast. Please pause the video if you're not understood and watch it, repeat it. Okay, so we're dealing with the input stuff is over, right? Okay, so what next? Our input stuff is over. We completed the input stuff. Then let us see the next part is operators, most important part. Okay, so we'll use some operators we may skip in Python because it is not supported in C programming, right? Remember, Python comes after C, right? So definitely it will have more features, but it is not a low level program. Remember, it is user level or high level, user friendly. Okay, right? So let us see the operators one by one. So put all those things in comment. Okay, done. So here let me just come up with the operators first. So we'll do arithmetic operators first, right? So arithmetic operators. No, so let us just have a quick stuff in the print statement we can do. Okay, so can I just do 4 plus 5? Okay, so I can use a formatted string here directly to save time, right? So I'm just doing here 4 plus 5 directly, then I'm doing here 4 minus 5 directly, and then I'm doing here another one 4 multiplied by 5 directly, and I'm doing here another one 4 divided by 5 directly, and there is another division operator is there for this. Okay, let me just run and check. Okay, see this. 4 plus 5 we get 9, so this is arithmetic addition. 4 minus 5 minus 1 we get it correctly. 4 multiplied by 5 20 we get it. 4 divided by 5 I get the correct result as a floating point division here. And if you want integer division you have to use 2 slashes. So let me show you how you can do it in the C programming here, right? Okay, let me just put this thing in comment. This one is for handling input. Okay, now let us just go with operators. We're going to deal with now arithmetic. arithmetic operator. So can I do the printf stuff directly? So definitely. So I'm using %d, 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 %d. Okay, so another one is there I am missing. So let me just use for get the remainder. We called it modulus operator. Suppose 9 divided by 4, so it will give me the remainder. So get the remainder is 1, right? Got it. I hope the idea is clear. So I have just discussed here five arithmetic operators. Okay, so here let me just use another one. Fine. Now can I just pass it? So why not? We can pass it here. 4 plus 5 comma 4 minus 5 comma 4 multiply by 5 comma 4 divide by 5. Okay, let me just drag this a little bit. Yeah, and if I just do again 4 modulus by 5. Okay, C program doesn't have this integer division operator separately. C program doesn't support this. Careful. Okay, C program doesn't support this. So now if I just, how many operations I do? 5. 1 2 3 4 5 5. Run it. See, now let us understand one by one. 4 minus 5 we get minus 1, 4 plus 5 we get 9, correct? 4 into 5 we get 20, but 4 divided by 5, here we get 0.8, but here we did not get 0.8, instead we get 0. Okay, and the last one, when I do what I did here, 9 modulus. Let me just do the same stuff so that you can understand. 9 modulus 4 and I run it, and 9 modulus 4 I get the exact output. So all operators are work fine, same in both the languages, but one difference is that C programming doesn't give me the correct result when I divide or perform a fractional division. So remember, here in Python we have integer divisions separately, right? This one 4 slash slash 5, but C programming, this division operator is by default support the integer division. So what you need to do? What you need to do? How to get the correct result? So to get the correct result, you need to typecast it to float, and you need to modify the font specifier to F. Okay, see, now we get the correct result 0.8. Got it? Fine. If you did not do typecasting, you always get the integer part, fractional part will be truncated. Okay, this is one of the way you can do, or divide a float by integer or integer by float, you'll get the answer in float. So you can stick to that format specifier. Careful, every time format specifier is necessary in C programming, right? Okay, so now another point here, let's come back to this modulus operation. Can I do this? 4.5 modulus by 2.3, run it. We get the correct result, right? 2.2. So it is also works between the floating point numbers. Okay, let's try to do the same thing in C programming. So here I pass percentage %f, and I am passing another number here, 4.5 modulus by 2.3, right? Run it. See, we get an error. We end up with an error. What it is says that invalid operands to binary modulus, double and double. Yes, we have used float numbers. Here we have used float numbers, 4.5 modulus 2.3. So by default C programming, these are the double. So that's why I say double double. So means fractional modulus operations are not allowed. Okay, this operator is designed in C programming only to perform integer modulus operation. Okay, now suppose that I want to get the fractional floating point result remainder. How to get that? So to get this, we need to add one header file, hash include, I think it is math.h, right? And now here we need to use fmod is the function, and then you can pass it, and now run it. Save. Okay, I'll save it later. Just run it. Yes, run it. what is the issue? Two issues are there. uh, Too few arguments. Okay, wrong syntax. This is the syntax. So it will return me a double. Okay, so the result will not be in double. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, so it will be in float. It is typecasting, so you need to use percentage %lf for the double type. Now run. Now see, we get the output correctly. We get the 2.2 and here also 2.2. Okay, everything is supported as of now. Okay, low level programming. So arithmetic operators are done. Okay, arithmetic operators are done here. Arithmetic over. Okay, next we're going to see a relational operator. Okay, so before we jump to the relational operator, we need to discuss about something else, that is Bool data type. Okay, it supports two value, one is true and another is false. So let's see how we can do this thing in C and Python both. So in Python there is no issue, we just directly let us just give a heading relational operator. So here you just declare anything. Suppose I just do flag equal to true. The syntax is this, I think, if I'm not wrong, and let's just print it. Print flag. Just execute and see. No, it says that oh, spelling mistake. Just be careful. Now see, we get the true. So can I do the same thing? C programming. C programming, first of all, it doesn't have traditionally this native type as a bool. Okay, this is bool type. You can check the type here. So let me just show you the type. See, it is bool type. So how can we do this thing here? C89 doesn't support this. C99 has been introduced with the facility with the bool. For that you need to use one header file first, that is stdbool.h. Got it, stdbool.h. So now how you can do this stuff here, stdbool.h. Let me just declare how to declare bool flag equal to true. Now it is in small case, careful. Okay, another point here in Python, you can see the value says true false when I print it. Okay, just use comma and C. I get the true in the output, but here there is no format specifier in C programming to print a bool data type. Okay, so we'll use only integer, because in C programming bool data type are internally integer. Run it. Okay, just use \n and run it now. What happens? Yeah, run it. Now see, I get the 1. So in C programming, true will be represented any value in C programming is true other than 0, only false is 0. Okay, so now let me just show you the relational operators to identify the relation between the variables. Okay, so I'm going to use again a print statement here, and whatever the operators we have. So we have suppose 2 greater than 3, comma, we have 3 less than 2. Okay, then we have 2 less than equal to 4. Okay, then we have 4 greater than equal to 4. Okay, then we have 4 equal to 4, and then last one we have 4 not equal to 4. Okay, just run and see. Now see their output and check. 2 greater than 3 is false, so we get it false. 3 less than 2 is also false, I get it false. 2 less than equal to 4 is true, it is true, and 4 greater than equal to 4, so it is true. Okay, and 4 equal to 4, it is true, and 4 not equal to 4 is false. I get it false, right? So I get it properly. So same thing we can do in that is C programming also. But again, what I told few minutes back, we don't have such bool features. So what we can do, let me just go with the printf. You can just analyze it. Okay, let's continue here how we can do. So if I just use one printf, and let me just show you that for bool data we don't have any format specifier, so we need to do with the %d, right? So same thing, it is also supported here, %d. How many operators we have? 6 operators, right? So let us pass required number of format specifier 1 2 3 4 5 6. Done. Okay, so now you can just have this stuff here. 2 greater than 3, it supports. 2 less than 3 supports. 2 greater than equal to 3, 2 less than equal to 3. Okay, 2 equal to 2, and 2 not equal to 2. Okay, so all the stuffs supports. Yeah, must be end with a semicolon, sorry. And also do not forget to use a \n. Run it. So you see here we get the desired output here. 2 greater than 3 is false, we get 0 here. 2 less than 3 is again true, so I get 1 here. 2 greater than equal to 3 false, we get 0. 2 less than equal to 3 we get true. 2 equal to 2 true. 2 not equal to 2 is false. Okay, so all the relational operators supports. There are many other operators in Python. I'll not going to discuss them because those operators are not supported in C programming. Okay, so now let's move to the second part of the operator, third part of the operator. We have that logical operator. Okay, so here let me just show you print. Yeah, so I want to use now logical operators are, we know, used to combine the conditions, right? So let me just write two conditions. 4 greater than 5, logical AND. This is the way you have to write. Okay, is it small case or uppercase? No, I think it is small case. 4 greater than 5 and suppose now I am writing 6 less than 7. Okay, let me just run it so that you can understand. Some syntax error. Okay, formatted string. I did not close it. Okay, for now see, I get the false. Why? Because 4 greater than 5 is false, and logical AND operator, when both the operand is true, then only we get true, right? Boolean. And here it is false, so automatically it will be treated as false. This is logical AND. We can also have another one, logical OR, and similarly have logical NOT. So let me just use here NOT and just remove it, or yeah, just compile it in together and then we'll see. Run it now. Now see here, first one is false, fine. Second one, see, 4 greater than 5, true is false, true or false? It is false, or anyone. Okay, 6 less than 7 is true, true. So anyone is true, it will be true, so we get it true. Now we have already tested this expression in line number 43, which gives me false. So logical NOT gives what? It just invert true to false and false to true. Okay, so I'm using NOT here, so it is just going to invert false to true. So how can the same thing in a C programming? Let me just show you. Just to give a heading here, single line comment, logical operators, right? So here printf, I need to use %d, %d, and \n. And now let me show you how you can use logical operators here and the required token for it. So I need to use two conditions, right? So I'm just copy it from here. Now how to support logical AND? It supports logical AND this way, two address of operator, two ampersand you can say. Let me just copy it Now logical or, how logical or supports two parallel vertical line, and how to support logical not exclamatory symbol, and I just paste it here. Okay, and must be end with a semicolon. Run it and see. Okay, see the output, it is false, we get it 0, right? And it is true, we get it 1, and it is invert the false to true. Okay, fine. So up to this much in the operator. There are many other operators. Bitwise is also there. Bitwise is no difference between Python and C, so I am not going to discuss it, because same bitwise operators are there in Python and same bitwise operators in C. They are working in the similar fashion. There are many other operators in Python, so I am not going to discuss them. The reason is that C doesn't support them. Okay, so now we have just finished with the operator. Done. Now topic number 5, we just going to now see if and else statement, how to write conditional statement with if else. So let me put everything in comment now. Okay, let me just save this. Okay, directly save Python syntax, save, and let me just save this also. C syntax, save. Okay, because later I'll going to share it. Fine. Okay, now let us see the if else statement, conditional statement, how we can do. So just to give a comment here, conditional statement. Okay, so how to do? So now we're going to start with the keyword if. So if 5 is greater than 2. Okay, now we need to end with a colon here. You can, if you want to use parenthesis like C programming, you can do. Parentheses are optional. Okay, we don't use curly brackets in Python, we use colon and then indentation. See, indentation starts automatically. So I'm just going to print hi. Okay, and if you just want to write else statement, if it is not there, so just print here by. Okay, so see, this is the traditional syntax of if else in Python. So let me just show you how you can do the same stuff in let me just execute this first. So you can see hi, we get it, the body of the if get executed. So if I just change this, and if I write f less than 5 less than 2, I get it by. Okay, so again concept is same, only syntax are different. We did not use block coding here, we use indentation. Okay, whenever you do this colon, you have to do the indentation, right? Okay, now here let me just discuss how you can do the stuff. Okay, we'll use the same keyword. Okay, if 4 greater than 5, now we need to start the block coding. Printf hi, and after the block you need to write the else. Printf by. Run it. Okay, now you can see else get executed. So let me just change the number to 10. Now see if get executed. Okay, so look at the difference between the syntax. Even though it is single line, I am used the block coding. Suppose if you want to do the single line, so single line here, you can shift it in like this. I hope the syntax is correct. Yeah, correct. So for here single line, these curly brackets are not necessary. You just have it in one line. For multiple line of if and else body, you need to use the curly brackets. Okay, now see, this is the way single line you can do. Okay, nesting if else you can try. There is no changes in the syntax, only follow the basic concept here. Every else must have preceded if in both the languages. Okay, fine. So this is the conditional statement using if and else. Next, let us do the switch case, the jump statement. Okay, so see, C program have another statement, a switch case. switch case. Okay, so this is called jump statement. Okay, but Python, it doesn't call switch case, it's called match case statement. Okay, match case. This is switch case. Okay, so let's see one of the example. Let me build it in the in here. So how to do that? So let me just take a variable here, var equal to 2. So branching we can do here. So let's build the branching, right? It is match, is it match? Yeah, match, I think so. Match. Okay, let me just test uh, test the syntax. We need to use a case 1 and just print the stuff hello. Let me just check the syntax, and if I just use another case, print by, okay, run it. Yes, okay, 1 by is for if else, don't worry. So I think you just give a heading here, print matching case statement. Okay, now see, yeah, it works. See how it is works here. I have taken a variable var equal to 2 here, and the match keyword is used to match case statement is given here, right? Match var, and the var is replaced by the 2, and the case, these are the value of the each case. So it's going to compare with each and every case. So 2 equal to 2, it's going to print it. There is another one. Suppose I just take a value which is not there in the case. So we can have a default case. So how to write a default case? I hope so. This is the way. Let me just write it here. Default, and now run. Yes, we got it. Okay, so this is the way switch case or match case, whatever that you tell it. Let me just show you how this the stuff supports in C programming. We have to start with right, just going to declare a variable here, int var equal to 3, right? Okay, switch expression, we called it expression. So here we need to use a switch expression is var, and remember this expression must be evaluated to either character or integer in C programming. Okay, now I'm just going to, oh sorry, we don't have colon, sorry, we have a curly brackets instead of colon. So now case, we need to write multiple case statement, and if I just do one, must be end with a semicolon, another case statement, and it will be just going to tell us the body of the 2. If no one satisfy, we need to have a default. So look at the variation in the syntax. Done. Okay, run it and see. We get the from default, there is no issue. We get high from the previous if and else, right? Fine. So but what if I just change it to 1? Let me show you. It prints all 1, 2, 3 and default, but in case of Python, look at here, if I just change to 1, it only print one output, that hello, which is the part of the case 1. Why this different way that works, right? So what C says that if you want to stop after the execution of one particular case, you have to use another statement inside it, that is called break statement. So every body of the case must be terminated with break. Okay, and default case doesn't require the break statement. Now see, I get the only one output. Okay, if you change it to 2, okay, if you change it to 2, so 2, let us change it to 2 and run it. Okay, so we get it. Fine, I hope you understand it. Okay, Okay, so I hope it is clear how switch case has been worked. Most important difference is there. The use of colon in the inside the match is used by Python, and colon also have used in C programming as well. Python doesn't require a break statement, but C required to explicit way to tell the break statement from the body of case. Okay, so this is the jump statement and conditional statement. Now it's time for the loop. So before that, let me just put this thing in comment. Okay, just to give a heading, conditional statement. Okay, so now we are about to start now loop. Okay, so let us just see the loop. We'll see the now loop. Okay, so we'll see for loop and while loop. Okay, two variant we're going to see, for and while. Okay, how to write a for loop in Python? So you just have it for integer, no need to declare anything. I just for I in range, you need to use range function, so it will give me the values from 1 to 10. Let me just print and show you. I want to print I, everything in one line, so to use and with a space, run it. Okay, so we get C 1 to, I have passed 1 to 10, I want up to 10, but not including 10, so that's is give me the 9. If you want including 10, you have to give one number extra. So now I get 1 to 10, it is incremented by 1, by default it is incremented by 1. If you want to change the increment to 2, so you need to pass the third parameter into the range function. So now you can see it is incremented by 2. Okay, right? Okay, now in C programming, how to write the for loop? Sorry, not here, here. For integer I equal to, I'm using C99 syntax. You want up to 10, so you have to use less than equal to, and you have to incrementing by 1. So there is an increment operator in C programming. I did not discuss during the arithmetic operator stuff. So you need to use this increment operator, or either if you're not okay with the increment operator, you can write this one also. Okay, so let me just show you the values. %d, I need to print an I and run it. Okay, got it, same output. If you want to increment by 2, so you can write I equal to I plus 2. Okay, we get it. And if you want to, okay, I pass it up to 11, 2, 1, 3 I get. Oh, I started from 0, sorry, it should be from 1, right? Now 3, same output, 1 3 5 7 9. Got it? Okay, so this is the basic syntax of the for loop. There are many things you can do in Python and C. Just just to make you to understand the basic syntax difference between the Python and C. Okay, so now let's see the while loop again. So if you want to terminate from the body of the for loop, move the cursor. Now while, okay, let me just declare one variable I equal to 1. Okay, and now here if I is less than equal to 10, right, we need to print it again. So print, we need to print I and statement, right? So it will print on one line, and we need to update the I, so I equal to I plus 1. Let's run and see. Okay, it is not printing in the different line. Okay, print, just call the print. Now run. Okay, now see, I get the values properly in while loop 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, right? So how we can achieve in C programming the same stuff? Let me just show you here. While we need to declare a variable, so I equal to 1, it should be with the type, and here must be end with a semicolon, done. And here I'm going to write I less than equal to 10, and I need to start the body, and I need to write it here %d, and here I need to pass the I, and I need to update the I equal to I plus 1. Okay, so same, I need to use one \n. Right, now run this. Now so we get the correct output. This is the way while loop works. There is another loop in C programming, that is do while loop. So let me just maximize the window and test one. Is Python supports do while loop? I think no, answer is no. I just forget it. Do while, no, we need to implement different way. So leave it. If do while is type control statement, so what geeks for geeks says here, I think it not supports. We can design it, but different way. But if it is not support directly, I am not going to demonstrate it. Okay, we're taking it too much time. Yeah, see, Python doesn't have built-in do while. Leave it, gone. So let's come back again. Okay, so we're done with the loop. Negative stuffs also you can do, that means negative direction loop can be executed. So our loop is over. Next is array. Okay, so next step is array. So let us just do this one. Arrays. Okay, so in Python we called it list, so it is totally dynamic in nature, right? It is, we're going to demonstrate static one. Okay, static means C programming supports fixed memory. Okay, and in the Python can grow, okay, and shrink also. So that thing we can achieve in C programming. These two will support through C programming through dynamic memory allocation, right, for C. But in short, we'll see the difference between these two, list and array. We can use it like an array. Fine. So let me just write first C1 so that there will be no confusion, and comment it. Okay, so how to create an array? Array means multiple items you can keep together of same type. Suppose I want to have an array of 10 numbers, so you can just do the initialization like this. Okay, so we have done the initialization. This is 1D array. Okay, this is 1D array. Just come up with the data type, the name of the array, and the under the square brackets, inside the square bracket, pass a positive integer value as a size, how many elements you want to store. Okay, so how to print it? Let me just show you here how to print it. So to print it, we need a loop. Okay, and we have 10 items, right? Fine, and here we need to print it. So let us print it. So it is integer. We need to pass %d, and we need to pass the index nums of I. Okay, so now here for loop I have used only one line, so I can write for loop with one line without any curly brackets. Here we have used curly brackets. So like if and else, if a for loop have only one line of code, no need to use curly brackets, you can just have it. Now run and see, we get the values, all the values properly. Okay, so we pass the index here. So if you know the Python, I hope you also know what is index. So let me just comment this looping stuffs here. Okay, now a list, how to do. Okay, nums, right? Okay, same symbol, we can need to initialize it. let me just copy this values from C programming and pass it here. Just run, check the syntax. Okay, no, syntax is not okay. We no need to assign this symbol. Yes, there is no error. Let me just uh, check the type here. Print, sorry, type num. So you can see, oh, it is nums. Sorry, nums. Now you can see it is, oh, it is showing set. Sorry, the syntax is wrong. This one is the syntax for the list in Python, like an array in C programming. See, it is list. Got it? So these are the some variations in Python, right? We can just how to access it here through the for loop. Okay, so let me just use a for loop to access this list. So for I in, we need to pass the index, right? Index always start from 0, so 0 to 10, not including 10. And here, sorry, control Z. Here we just print it. We need to print what? I need to print here nums of I, okay, and comma, run it. Now see all the item, we get it, and here also if I just rerun here, you can see the same output, how to get. Okay, understood? Fine. Okay, now the stuffs that I have listed here, the memory is fixed. I cannot change the memory. I cannot add in C programming any item here. I cannot add. You can take the scanf and for loop. Okay, here also you can take the input stuffs are there. Okay, let me just show you how you can need to do. Now suppose that you want to take an input and array from the user. So how to do? So let me just declare okay, put this thing in comment. Yeah, so I have declared it. So now I want to take an input in C program for this, right? So I need a for loop. Right, so we need to print a message, enter number, and now here we need to just print the index. Okay, so now we need to pass here I, index has been passed, and now we just need to take a scanf. Okay, and then here we can do %d and we can pass the address of operator of nums of I. Got it? Okay, it will take the input and it will print the nums for us. Let us see. It is waiting for the input. You got it? All the numbers. So here also you can do this stuff. To doing this stuff little bit tricky here. So you need to pass the numbers, right? So you can how to do. Okay, so how to do? Let me just declare an empty list here. So I've declared an empty list. Now ask for the input, right? So what you can do, you can have nums of I equal to I need to take input, yes, so enter a number, you need to typecast it to int, right? Okay, now you want to print, so just to print it without any loop, directly pass nums, run it and see. Yes, it's working. To no, some issues are there. List index, yeah, out of memory is not allocated, right. So how to do in the Python? I cannot declare just like that in C programming with the memory. So instead of I, this way what we can use, just have it okay, empty, and now use a method called add. And now let's try. List object has no attribute. Is it? Just a minute. Let me just see. Nums dot add is not there. Mm, append, I think. Yeah, method name is append. Sorry, I just forget double P and the append. Now run it. Yes, waiting for the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So get the list correctly. Okay, got it? Fine. Okay, we have just seen how we can work with that array, and in Python we call the same concept as list. So we have taken care how to deal with the input. Okay, how to deal with the input here. We have seen it properly. Now let's see further part in C and Python. Now let's see the function, how we can work with the function. Okay, what are the basic syntax between them, and we have string remainings and some address stuffs we can do. If you want to see that I want to make this array in C programming as also dynamic like Python, how to do? So before that we need to discuss one part here, pointer. So I'll not just going to discuss here pointer because it is a vast topic. Let me just show you how you can achieve the dynamic stuff. Okay, so let me just put this thing in comment. Just give a heading, array static. Okay, so we have another variant here. We can have a dynamic one. Sorry. Okay, so you need to understand Python. Okay, sorry, pointers, advanced concept. So let me just show you one basic syntax. You want an array, right? Dynamic array. So I'll declare as a pointer here. Done. Now to use dynamic memory allocation in C programming, what we have to do? We have to add another header file, stdleave.h. Right, okay, just quickly I just going to show you one of the method we can use, that is called realloc method we can do. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, let me just mm, uh, to the memory allocation first. So nums equal to, I need to typecast it. Sorry, yeah, first of all I need to use a method called malloc. How many? For initially I'm using only for one. So what do you want? I want integer. Okay, fine. So let me just check the code is okay or not. Some issue, what it is saying. mm, yep, what is the issue? Integer pointer malloc, too many arguments. Okay, I need to do multiplication here instead of comma. Now see, yes, it is fine. Okay, so now suppose you want to take an input as per the criteria. Suppose 10 numbers you want to do, whatever. So I am doing here I equal to 0, I less than 10, right, and I plus plus. Okay, and here I can just give a message. Let me just take this to line here. Okay, printf at percentage d, and now I need to pass the address of nums I. It will take the input. Now my memory will over, right? So I need to increase the memory. So I'm just going to add more memory. Now we can use now realloc. Okay, realloc. What is the syntax of realloc? I'm not getting the syntax. Help here. Okay, and now I need to pass the old pointer nums, and I need to increase the memory by 1. Okay, so here what we can do, let us just declare one variable here, integer size. Initially it is 1, and once we have done it, what we can do, I need to increment the size by 1. Okay, and now I need to pass the new size multiplied by size of int. I hope I remember everything correctly. So this will take care the requirement. And now if I just want to print it, okay, yeah, if I just want to print it up to the size, so let me just copy this one to print it for the first topic pointer. Okay, so we need a separate video for that. Fine, let me just run and see everything okay or not. Return 0. What is the issue? Semicolon missing anyway. For loop. Okay, just a minute. Yes, now it is waiting for the number. See, okay, I am just accessing one memory block extra, so I get it the garbage value here. I'm getting the garbage value here. Okay, so one memory block I have just accessed it extra. So I started it from 0 to 9 it will be, so I better to use size -1. And now if I just do this, now so it is perfect. So this is another dynamic way. As per your requirement, you can increase the memory. Okay, you can check my C programming playlist to understand this thing better. This is just to make you understand a dynamic array similar to the Python list. We don't have any method, like Python support many method. One of the method is append. I think remove is also there. Okay, and at index might be also there. Okay, so we don't have such methods in C programming. You need to build those. Okay, next thing we're going to just see string. Okay, how string supports in both the languages. Then we'll move to the function, and this will be the last part of this comparison between C syntax and Python syntax. Okay, so let me just comment it this thing. Yes, so what we have done here, list. Okay, and put this thing in comment. Okay, so now we'll have a string. So how to do the string in Python? Just you have write, suppose, info as a variable. We don't need to specify the data type. Okay, and just hello or not. Please subscribe my channel. No need to semicolon, right? Okay, you just print it. We have many things in Python string, starting from declaration. Many functions are there, so we done it. Okay, we just declare it and we just have it, and you can also have this thing as a single quote. So let me just show you now single quote. Okay, and now I'm using info1, run it, we get the output correctly. Similarly, we can also have triple quotes. Okay, so triple quotes are used for multi-line string. And like, okay, so now let us print it. So now you can see I have that multi-line string. So this is the way we declaring the string in Python. I have not accessed it, but let me just show you how you can do this declaration stuff for string in C programming, so that you get familiar. Here you're going to use the character array. So character, I need to use an info. Okay, and definitely need to look at the memory in advance. So I have a memory as 100. Now can I initialize it? Okay, so let us just initialize it this way. Please subscribe my channel. Sorry, here only we need to paste, yeah, fine. And now how to print? To print we can use a method called puts. Let us try. See the output. We get the output without any issue. We can also use printf for the same purpose. Format specifier will be %s, and we need to do info. Okay, done. Now this is the declaration only. We can also declare it as a character array. I have used their string literal. You can use initialization list as I have done for the integer array. Okay, so let me just show you another one character. Suppose my name I want to write, and now I want to initialize. Suppose my name is Gautam. So we can pass individual character here, done. Okay, and another thing, the string in C programming is a character array must be terminated with a null character which represents the end of a string. Okay, so this is null character, combination of backslash and 0 together. You can use the same functions to print them, and definitely I need to use one backslash n. Okay, now run this and see. Okay, puts. Okay, puts is only for string. We cannot do the puts stuff for that uh, character array. I don't know. There should be name, and it also should be name. Let me just try and let me show you. What is the issue? Percentage, but 2 has type int. Warning percentages expects the argument of type. Okay, I have used there a character array. Sorry. It is the character array now. Now run. Now see we get the correct output in both method. Only just I forget the array subscript operator. Fine. So this is the way you can do. But to take input, here we can use input method in Python. But here a different thing. We need to just wait for it. Let me just discuss the input part. Okay. So now another one character. Now suppose line is the name of the array, and we need to come up with the fixed size. So that is the thing you need to take care always. So now let me show you. If I use scanf for input, what will happen? %s. Now here no need to pass the address, simply pass the name of the array. Okay, and now if I just do puts again and I pass the line again, let me show you what will happen. Run it. Okay, waiting for the input. Suppose I am writing my channel name LEARN, learn programming. Now see, we get only learn with the scanf. I did not get the programming part. So string get truncated when there is a space. Okay, so we need to use a modified version of the scanf. We need to pass one wildcard here. So scanf for terminating character, you can see we are using percentage. Okay, and then I need to modify when to stop. So I need to stop when there is an enter key, and now you just pass the line. And now let us see. Run it. So okay, waiting for the input. Now see, we get the correct output. There is a problem here also. Suppose I just pass very less number. Okay, and then I run. I just allocate 5 memory block. Now just I type learn programming. Now see, it takes more than number of allotted characters. Okay, so it is not good. It will be an issue at runtime for the when you're going to process the string. So C offers a better methodology to take input a string. The method name is fgetS. Okay, fgetS. First one is where you want to keep into line. How many memory blocks are allocated? Suppose 5 memory blocks are allocated. From where you want to take? From std in. I want to take the input. Now try. Okay, so again learn programming. Now see, only 5 characters has been taken as input. I hope you understand this. Always give 1 character extra, okay, or null character stuffs, right? So 3 techniques I have shown you. Scanf, only single word. You can use wildcard entry or terminating character by this cap symbol and \n. It will take multi-word string, but it can also consume more than number of allotted characters. Better method is fgetS, where first parameter is the name of the array and the second parameter is the how many character you want to take as input, and std in stuffs are also there because you need to inform from where it need to take the input, the third parameter. Okay, so for manipulation we're going to use a string.h library you can explore in C programming, and in Python we have many string functions. Just explore any website and see the whatever the functions that you can do with the string. Now last step for this demonstration between Python and C, we're going to see the function part. Okay, so let me just put this stuffs in comment. Now it is we cannot use multi characters because is it, let me just try. No, so because here I have used multi-line characters, so I cannot comment it like this way. I'm just shifting it to a single line string. Okay, now fine, and done. Okay, now see the function, how to create function in Python. To create a function in Python, we need to use a def statement. Def. Okay, def. Now suppose there is a fun. Okay, I need to pass the parameter, so I'm passing the parameter a comma b. I need to start with this, and simply I can use the return statement to do anything and return to the calling environment. Okay, single line function I have written. To call the function in Python, we simply going to call it in a print statement. You can call individually also. So I'm calling now fun here, and I'm passing two values 3 comma 4. So if I just run it here, you can see I get the correct output. 3 plus 4 is 7. So how to do this stuff in C programming? Many things are there. I just going to do the simple thing for you. We have a main method, right? So now in C programming, we cannot define the body of the function inside the main method. So let's define the body of the function outside of the main. So I just going to define the function here. So for that we need to mention the type of the function. So this function here is return an integer, right? A plus b. So I just mention here int type, int fun, and I just going to pass the parameter. So I need to define the parameter with the type as well, and here start the body and just return a plus b. Okay, so see that I have defined the body outside of the main. Now you need to call the method here. So let me just call it here. Printf, it returns me an integer, so you need to use %d here, and here okay, we need to just pass the %d, and we need to call the method name as fun. Okay, we need to pass the parameter to it, and just yeah, now execute. So you can see we get the correct output, right? So the simple function that I have explained here, how you can do the stuffs in C programming, simple, because we know the Python function can do many stuffs. It can return a list, okay, remember, and also it can return multiple values, but a C programming function cannot return multiple values. Okay, and there are another stuffs function called by reference is there. So that thing you should better to refer my another playlist on C programming separately to understand more detail about the function. I think this is the sufficient to just in comparison. Next, normally we discuss in a class for structure and union. So we don't support structure and union in Python. We have class and objects. So that thing we can compare with the C++. So for the basic part, basic syntax, I think this is it, sufficient for the syntax in one file. I'll provide the link of both this file in the description of the video. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, okay, fine. Thank you very much and have a nice day.